get a microphone, though.
Great.
For the next time she joins.
I think she'll be commenting from the train that she's on.
That's what she said.
I'd love to hear just a recording of her on the microphone just to believe, so I can believe it, because otherwise I don't trust you.
Check
Oh,
one,
very,
two.
you know what? It's very musky. I do like it.
All right,
I 100% should get my candle.
We gotta send him one, Jess.
We are live. Fortunately, it says it's with Ante, but we'll fix that.
Bro.
Ante, but we'll fix that.
Bro.
I just heard you in the background of someone.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to manually edit this, I'm guessing.
Yeah, can you? I don't know.
I don't know if I can edit my LinkedIn one.
I can change it after the show, and it's not going to be for the
Hi,
actual upload.
Rachel. Rachel's saying hi to us from the train.
She just told us the title's wrong.
Oh, she's the one who told us the title was wrong.
No, she just also mentioned it.
Oh. So
We're off to a great start.
This is the first countdown to get our shit together. Oh, I'm not allowed to say shit in the first 30 seconds, right?
I think you made it.
Jess.
You made it. We're out of the first minute.
Oh, thank God. Hi,
Demonetized.
Listen, you can't have me on a show if you don't want me to swear. That's just not a thing that can happen. So,
from train to Brooklyn. You're coming to Brooklyn?
Oh yeah, she's visiting you, Barry. No, she's not.
Come hang. She's welcome right here.
Yeah, we're reading comments.
Oh, we're
Adrian,
reading
you sure
We
are.
always read comments.
You better make them good.
Comment.
No pressure.
Yeah, the comments make the show good every time.
Totally.
I'm in there, whenever I'm watching, I'm keyboard warrior with somebody about an ad that I disagree with. So yes, the comments are fun.
We
I feel like we
appreciate
should
that.
have a seance for the first.
Matt is pirouetting. Here we go.
Matt, you're pirouetting. Hi, Matt. Let's do Matt. If we do Fireteam the musical, you're invited to do pirouette. I love that Matt is pirouetting. That brings me joy. Oh, and Adrian's inserting a good comment here. He's already on a roll. Okay.
Oh, he's on Chat GPT actually trying to draft.
Okay, so I just tweeted and I let people know in the Triple Whale Slack.
Oh shoot! I'll let the what's it called?
Barry, do something.
I'll do
Tweet, would you?
I'll tweet something. Yeah. Shoot.
Oh, let me tweet also.
Okay, I'll tweet too to my 4 followers. Which is Barry.
Maybe don't.
No, I don't think I will. You know what? I really just save my tweets for making Jess look dumb. So that's what I reserve it for.
Attempting to.
Ooh, sir. Let's take a poll in the comments because I think I definitely do. Matt's going to star as the villain in our Fireteam the musical. I feel good about that. Barry's going to be the dog.
New Vision Media back again. Here he is.
Last time we did some hold music during this period.
Oh yeah, what's going on with that?
We need some elevator
where is
music,
it?
Nicole. Where's that at? Something?
Things change while you're out, Nicole.
And everything fell apart. It's falling apart as we speak.
There's a background music.
I just need a little vibe.
There it is.
Okay, that's it. That's it. That's the one. That is the one.
That's music.
Trey, you're on with the J. Cole. Where's the J. Cole? This would be great.
We do need J. Cole right now.
That'd be good.
It's not public domain though. We're already been demonetized once.
KOD. Sure.
I think it's still the wrong name on there, you guys. Somebody's got to fix the title.
Not sure if it's fixable. Currently, we'll fix it afterwards.
We'll do it in post.
This is why you have a checklist of things to do before you do it.
Well, don't check that off because you're failing. Hi, Kevin.
I have a Jess, an operations thing to talk to you about. So is now a good time for that?
No.
How do I get a placement? How do I get a placement in the newsletter? How do I get I'd like to advertise in our newsletter.
You would like to advertise in his newsletter?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we could probably make that happen.
For your $10,000 sweatshirts.
Yeah, something like that.
Barry,
Okay,
are you
Nicole.
really selling those
Final
hats
countdown.
for like $3,000?
Yeah, man. No one ever buys them for that. There's a coupon code.
T-minus
I
1
know a
minute.
guy.
I know a guy.
Free coupon code.
There's a 99% off code, secret code that I shouldn't mention on air. But fortunately, we're not on air. We're only
Minus 50
pre-live
seconds.
right now.
We're live to the live.
But if you want a hat, we'll hook you up.
Oh, should we talk about? Jess had to explain to me what B2B was before. No, I'm just kidding. I do now. But he was like, no, I'm just kidding. I know. But we were like, it's not butt to butt.
First time guessing, and we gotta explain
Minus
this.
30 seconds.
Or is it business to business? Which you could interpret other ways, you know?
It is butt to butt.
It is butt to butt. I
We
feel like
appreciate
that should
you,
be the name of
Kevin.
this
We
episode.
appreciate you,
Minus 20
Kevin.
seconds.
Kevin said he appreciates us.
Another countdown.
Yeah.
So
The final countdown.
I can't update the
10,
LinkedIn title of this
8,
video, so it still says
7,
it on
6,
on
5,
on
Oh
Four,
my
one,
god. Get it right
two,
for
one.
once, Barry.
2, 1.
I really want to come up with like a
Zero.
choreographed dance number for this part, maybe next time.
Wait, this is licensed music.
I'll
Wait,
do
why
with
are
you
we-
off screen, Aaron. I'll dance
Yes.
with you.
Oh my god. Marion, you're in.
All right, start that music, Nicole.
Trey says, let's get rowdy.
Welcome
the
back
right
to
part.
another episode of Adtopsy Live, a very special B2B episode. Barry, sorry to disappoint, does not mean butt to butt. It means business to business.
Wrong.
But we have a very special guest who we'll get to in a second. But this is starring myself, Jess Bachman, as the Liquid Death Guy. Honestly, it's a little embarrassing.
I agree. You should be embarrassed.
I'm proud of you.
Also starring Barry Hot as Too Hot for Twitter.
Not anymore. He's back.
He's
But
back.
I was too hot. I was too
Back,
hot.
baby.
Starring Aaron Elliott as former ACL leader.
Oh, boo, sir. Boo. I'm coming back. Coming back today.
Also starring Ike as the impressionist. Maybe we'll hear from him later. Who knows?
What is that? Like, you like a mime?
He never
Setting me up
talks.
for
He never
failure
speaks.
How can you really talk when I'm in the room anyway?
Wow, look at all the comments. Holy cow.
Special guest Darien Payton as frontman of the B2B Boys and lead Genesis. Welcome, Darien.
Lead Genesis.
All
Spicy
right.
take. I hate Legion, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
This show is produced live by Nicole Valadares, also known as the woman with her finger on the tomato button. So, heads up for that.
Uh-oh.
Nicole.
Not too many tomatoes
That's
my way,
it.
Nicole.
Also starring Chat, the unsung heroes of Adtopsy Live, firing off already.
Yeah, we
love
have a hot
to see
chat today.
Big chat energy.
it. So, one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on, Darien, is because I'm a sort of recent follower in the past few months, but you're an excellent thinker, and also I always like to be exposed to stuff that's different. We don't do a ton of B2B. Like occasionally we'll do it, and we like it because it's a very low bar there. But that seems to be your playground. So in marketing,
That wasn't a
I'm
backhanded
not
compliment.
actually that good, but you're better than all of the other bums.
no,
I get it. I get it. I
In
get it.
general, there's a low bar. So when we see people who are specializing and thinking the way you do, we want to have them on the show. So why don't you tell people a little about what your deal is?
Yeah, so I guess the bar is really low, and I am just a little bit better than the rest. But essentially, I'm running an agency called Anadol. Like the whole idea behind it is that B2B can be better. It sucks. Like as somebody who spent their entire life in B2B, their entire life in B2B or a career in B2B, it sucks. And I think that we can learn a lot from D2C players or just consumer in general. So the agency is around figuring out how to help B2B brands like be less boring. I think that's what it really stands for, not butt to butt, boring to boring. So like
You need to make
that's
merch
the
with
goal.
that.
I probably
Can
should.
you make some butt to butt merch?
Yeah,
'Cause
boring
I
to
need
boring
that.
merch. I'm
I
in.
could certainly sell those hats for $3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, do you So B2B ads is one thing, but it feels like your specialty is even within that, like organic social, which the bar is like 12 feet underground there. So how do you think about organic social when it comes to B2B?
Yeah, so agreed. The bar is literally under the ground. The general idea is helping, like figuring out how do you build a community, right? Like nobody searches their social media platforms looking for your content. Like nobody, not even your employees. So like the fact that you would get on there, like most B2B companies are playing this like company update game, or like we won the best workplace of 2023. Nobody cares, including your employees. So the idea is like, how do you build a community with the folks that actually have something to do with your product or are in the industry? It's the same. Seriously, it really is just the same play that consumer brands have figured out ages ago.
Right.
And just making B2B less like about the pretentious corporate awards or like that sort of stuff, and more about engaging with actual humans. So yeah.
Yeah, we were talking to a B2B brand earlier, and we were saying like our take on B2B is like the front part is almost exactly the same as D2C, where you need to get people's attention and you need to like affect them emotionally and make them do particular actions. The back part, after you get the lead and nurturing that lead, it's very different, but it's like you talk to people in the same way. I mean, it's all humans here.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so we have a very fun show. We have an Adtopsy challenge brought to us, a B2B Adtopsy challenge brought to us from another brand. And then I went through ad libraries of a lot of B2B companies, and I pulled out some good stuff, a lot of trash, and we are going to roast. I don't know. We're going to look at this stuff and
Sounds
see
like
how
a
it goes.
party. Also, Barry, you look so handsome today.
I don't know. What is
Yeah,
that?
well,
Really?
I don't know.
I think you have, I mean, I'm
What's
a little sad
happening
Kevin
here?
didn't say anything to me, but
I'm worried.
you do look
I'm
good
worried
today.
something is wrong, and this is a setup for something else.
You've been punked. I'm just kidding.
I feel like I've worn the same thing and shaved exactly the same. So I don't know.
Oh no.
The bullying comes once you start to believe it, Barry.
That's it. Yeah.
So Adtopsy challenge here. Just going over the season standings pretty quickly. Aaron, second place, not bad. Good
All
place
right.
to be.
Still there.
Some good people in the chat, 3-0. Hughes Daniels. I don't know who else is here, but certainly another opportunity to increase those scores. Matt, 0 for 2. Let's see
Matt,
here.
what is happening?
But this ad comes from a brand called Creatopy.
Okay,
So-
you just say that.
Wait, what? Run it back.
Just pretend it didn't happen. Move on.
It's Creatopy.
Creatopy. Okay.
Creatopy.
I don't exactly know what this brand does. I don't know who the winner is. Nicole is the only one who knows the winner here.
Oh, Nicole.
But Robert Katai gave this to
Can
us.
I say something before we dig in here?
No.
Coming from last week's episode, where we like dug into a bunch of hooks and like rated them, and like I wanted to call out like those were our ratings for like what we think was best, and clearly we don't know what performed well, right? Like same thing with this, like. I love this so much. I mean, I feel like I say this every week, how much I love that we do this and that we get these things wrong. Because even though we're experts and we get this stuff wrong all the time, we still have to like test these in real environment. And it doesn't matter what we really think. What matters is what performs. So I just wanted to talk about that for 1 second before we jump in for some reason.
Is that in case you get it wrong? You just
Yeah,
want to,
he's
like,
prefacing
clarify?
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
It's wrong in this environment, but it's right in the real world, guys. It's meta thinking here. Meta thinking.
I'm saying like
Got
it's
it.
okay that we're wrong because
okay that
we're
you're
all
wrong,
smart
Barry.
enough to know that these have to still run against each other. We can't just make these decisions ourselves.
Well, I'm right.
By the way, sorry to derail on my first time. I have a dispute with the rankings. I definitely got one right, and I'm DP, and I have 0 and 1. I'm at least 1
You
and
gotta
1.
fix that, Jack.
We're going
I'm
to
at
videotape
least
on that.
1 and 1.
We're going
I've
Okay,
heard
and
that
anybody
before.
else in the
You
chat
can't
who has
trust these
seen
rankings.
the wrong rankings, you just speak up, because Jess tries to pull a number over on people.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
we'll
Jess,
go
my
back
numbers
and
are wrong
fact
too. I think mine are backwards. I think that it says
Probably.
the wrongs. I have more wrongs than rights. That can't be. That can't be.
That
right.
can't be it.
That can't be it.
check. Okay, so here's the first ad here.
Here is how to create a Facebook ad in less than 5 minutes. Go in Creativity and choose the Facebook Square post. Then pick a template that seems more catchy and make it all yours. Do not underestimate the power of good usage for stock images. Let's say you'd like to make an ad for eyewear. Play a bit with the elements in your design and add your copy. You can pick an eye-pleasing font. Then just switch and trim the size and adjust text boxes to fit the message. And we get to the fun part when you personalize everything. Add your logo and head to the brand kit. Here you can shuffle with your colors and see which version you like best. One last click though, and you're done. Download it and share it with the world. As easy as that. See you soon!
Eyes Leak. That is a weird name. Okay. A sort of a general walkthrough here. And here we have the second ad.
Wait, what?
My
So-
ears are bleeding.
It looks like it was adapted from like TikTok organic. I'll just play it back real quickly since it's pretty short.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. What is happening? That's rough.
I
Ooh, Barry, you have thoughts.
I've got some thoughts.
All right, let's hear 'em.
All right, so on the first ad, my biggest critique, what I could not shake for 46 seconds, was the fact that this looked like Canva,
Yes.
and I don't think that I would think of this ad after seeing it. I would immediately think, oh, I should probably go make my stuff in Canva next time instead of spending money on somebody, because I just never saw anything about this product that kind of made it memorable to me. It's literally designed kind of like Canva,
Yeah.
which UX makes sense, but I think when you're showing the UX here, it just puts me in that state of mind, and it's harder for me to think of this new brand.
Totally. I agree.
What about the accent? Because it was like Eastern European accent very clearly. Does that matter?
yes.
I
Yes.
think so.
Why
Yeah.
does it matter? Just say it, Barry. Why does it matter?
I mean, it's just it doesn't matter. You get a subconscious feeling about whatever you.
People
feel
have their
about
own
it.
biases.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
people have biases they bring to it.
Subconscious
so-
though, yeah.
Yep.
Or conscious. Maybe actually, if it's actually that heavy of an accent, it's actually becomes, I would argue, actually conscious bias, a conscious awareness. Yeah.
Yep.
I have no words for this one.
I mean, these aren't comparable.
I know.
So what I
It's
like-
that moment, that one moment. Nikki
I don't
brought it
know.
up.
I know.
So,
Nikki's like,
Are
what
we
is
rolling?
this?
And here we go.
exactly.
Should I start walking and smiling now? That's what Nikki said.
And
So-
the pure panic in her face.
Yeah, like, oh, okay, I better walk.
So I'm actually conflicted here because I feel like, normally I'd be like, this one explains the product better. I was also super bored with this one.
Very.
And this text, a design tool to boost your Facebook ad campaigns. It's not like make better or make easier, make creative ads. It's like boost your campaigns. And so that might actually hook someone who's not already in the Canva ecosystem a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it was
I'll-
Short. It's so short too.
okay.
I
So
don't. One more comment. Sorry,
Yep.
sorry, Jess. One more comment. I wouldn't be shocked if the second one won, only just because it's short and like weird. But I also wonder, like, if the quality all things considered, the accent, the subtitles, and all of those sort of things, like if that makes it feel a little less authentic or legit. So like I'm reading that caption about boosting campaigns and I'm like, wait, is it a design tool or is it a booster? Like those are two, like when you're boosting a campaign in Facebook, that's totally different from designing
Great
something.
call.
So my first mind goes to, okay, well, first of all, maybe they don't know what they're explaining. And then number two, would I feel safe with like trying this product? Because they don't know how to explain what they're actually doing for the tool that they're supposed to be working for.
Right.
Yeah. Another benefit I'll give to this one is sometimes less is more. This has a lot of different features. This focuses on 2 features, which are
The
and
girl smiling.
multiple
No.
sizes at once and animated banners.
And
And if you care about that,
Black Friday call out. The big Black Friday call out could get people.
Yeah,
thinking
it's
also.
interesting because even though that second one's such a disaster, it's like it could work because it's so confusing. I feel like I do want to know more.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here?
all
Sorry, I
right, chat.
interrupted you.
Oh,
Wait,
go ahead.
wait. I interrupted you, Jess. Was there something else you were going to say? Because there's something else I wanted to say about the audio thing here.
Just that chat should get their votes in.
Yeah, get your votes in
and
chat.
Nicole needs to pass that through.
And so we can judge you swiftly. For me, the second one, like the power of audio is really important. Like the way that audio made me feel. And
totally.
It was uncontrollable what it made me feel, which is incredible. Actually, funny that it says I get the feeling, yeah. But like, I'm like, maybe part of it is that I'm watching this and we're evaluating the ad, and I was like, oh, that's licensed music. They can't use that. But then it stopped as I kind of wanted it to. And then it goes into that sound of like, wait, something's wrong. Like it's the sound of the Bluetooth speaker, right? Connecting or disconnecting, whatever. So now I'm like, part of me is like, wait, looking over my shoulder, like, what did I do? What's wrong with my computer? What's wrong with my setup? What's wrong with the ad? I actually thought something, Jess, I genuinely thought you messed up something with Adtopsy or someone did in the production. So that all triggered so hard for me. So, and again, just because there's totally different variables, like which one performed better between these two, I have no clue because these are not comparable.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have to vote.
I'm going to.
That being said,
I'm going to vote, and it's going to be a stupid vote, and I hate
That'd
it.
be great.
Okay,
we
so
got a lot of 2s in the chat. A lot of 2s.
A lot of twos.
on 3, put up 1 finger for ad number 1 or 2 fingers for ad number 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I hate this.
Whoa!
Oh shoot! I know. I hate
Chat,
it.
don't fail us. Chat, don't fail us.
And Shreya also voted for number 2, and she's a certified killer. So
Yeah,
votes
I
well
always
for
go with
us.
what
Shreya,
Shreya
shout out
says.
Shreya.
So I'm like, yep, okay, sure. Done.
All right, let's find out what the winner is. Video number 1. Wait.
No.
CPC.
Who cares about
2.
CPC and CTR?
2.
Get out of here.
2.
2 had the lower CPC. Great. I want to know if that's that metric.
I don't know what any of that means. Did it
Wow.
win?
I'm angry.
Who won?
Very hot takes. Here they come.
Why are we looking at these? Are not numbers that matter.
All right, so good point. This is the information that we were sent with. I think we can say from this test, I'm much more likely to go with this one than the other one. However, there's a big asterisk on this, Barry, right?
Oh, I'm about to disconnect. I'm about to
He's about to flip the table.
And that's our show.
throw my headphones on the ground here. This is not okay.
Oh boy.
Comment in the chat why this is not okay,
Barry
everyone.
has some words.
Why is this not okay? Thank you, Nicole. That's correct. Yeah, this is problematic. Should we talk about that?
Why don't you talk about it briefly?
First of all, this isn't a performance metric. CPC doesn't mean it actually generated any sales. An ad that gets more clicks in an optimized platform like Facebook or TikTok, doesn't mean it actually got more people to buy. It just means it got more people to notice it and click it. It doesn't mean that they had the same intent. Doesn't mean it was the right people. So we really want to be looking at something like CPA, cost per acquisition, or CAC, if you want to call it that. The other thing we'd really want to know is how much each one spent, which would be representative of an optimized system that was deciding where to allocate budget based on the optimized goal. So an ad that got more money would effectively be the one that is performing better. So that would be more what we'd want to be evaluating.
Right. But given these two, I'd certainly want a lower CPC.
I wouldn't want that CPC because I think that's it might be a garbage click versus like the first. No, seriously, the first one might be a more targeted, more higher intent click than that bottom one, which is just like, clickbait maybe.
Right.
I feel like we shouldn't count that one at all in our rankings. Should we just
null
and void it?
I mean, I got it right, so we're counting it.
You definitely got to boost my metrics.
Okay, we got to count it.
I'll touch base with Robert, and we'll get an update, and we'll count it based off what he says. Just a quick update on one of our sponsors, the founder of Foxwell Group. Absolutely, this tool delivers over and over for us in terms of value, and it's a great you can ask questions on Twitter, but sometimes you don't want to ask them publicly, or maybe they're sensitive, or you don't want to look like an idiot or whatever. So this is where I usually ask questions that are super specific, because I know that there's absolute people way smarter than me.
Jess, I've been meaning to tell you, you got to tone it down in there. You asked some really stupid questions, actually.
I was going to say, this is where you go to
offensively
be
stupid.
dumb,
I'm
or
concerned.
what?
This is where you go to be dumb.
I'm concerned that you're letting people know how dumb you are in this community.
It's a safe space, Barry.
It's a safe space.
Unlike this show. Thank you.
This is not a safe space.
Not
By the way,
safe.
I'm burning the candle right now, and guys, it's intense. I gotta tone it down. I gotta blow it out. It's really nuts.
Yeah.
Jess, can I give a pitch for founders,
Yeah.
Foxwell founders? Okay, so I'm not in D2C, and we're not currently offering any paid media service. However, during the Wellies, I watched Andrew do an absolute jiu-jitsu move in providing value for his community.
Yeah.
And if I were an ad agency in D2C, there's no doubt in my mind that I would be joining. I mean, obviously, listening to other people talk about it too, people that I respect on Twitter say that it's valuable, helps. But just seeing how he got at the ground level, hand-to-hand combat, you're stuck at the airport. Yep. Austin apparently was a mess. You're stuck at the airport. All right, here, we'll get you in a lounge. I think he did a breakfast and a lunch, or just maybe a breakfast.
He did a breakfast, yeah.
Yep.
Insane. So a pitch from me, even though I'm not in that group, and no one asked me to do this, I literally if I ever start a group, Foxwell Founders is how I intend to run it. That was really, really good.
Learn a lot from the way he does things. So moving on to this next segment. Oh my God, I can't believe we even forgot to do the jingle on the.
Oh my God!
How much we paid $10,000 to that jingle? We didn't
travesty.
But we have a jingle for this one, Nicole.
Oh
Why don't
my
you
goodness!
give the people what they want, Nicole?
It's time to explain the truth on Adtopsy.
Adtopsy.
It's just like Twitter, just like
Just like
Twitter,
Twitter.
but face to
Face, not butt to butts, face to face.
But two butts.
Face to butt.
The jingles are great.
So, Darien, this one is from you, where you say, "This is a mistake I often see with early stage founders running their startup social. Don't pitch from the brand account. More often than not, you're going to get ignored. Use the brand account to build up community and recognition. Pitch from your personal account." Do you want to dig into this one a little bit?
Yeah. So most of my tweets are both a reminder to myself, or me talking about myself, and also just a vent of stuff that I deal with clients, or just talking to people. This one is about founders who are attempting to build their brand name and recognition, and kind of start networking with other people, whether that's partners or actual potential customers. And so often I see founders become a reply guy on accident because they're like replying to other people's tweets and they're like maybe adding some value, which is a point I'll get to in a second, but they're replying to other people's tweets. And because there's no face, no one knows who's running this brand. No one knows the actual founder. If you're a founder that someone knows this is your company. So for example, can we use names on here or should I not use people's names?
Yeah, we can use names.
Do it.
Okay. So if you might want to tell me where to stop because I might say something that's like, oh, we got to cancel that.
It's really up to you, you know?
So for example, if you're like Andrew Gazdecki, everybody knows microacquire just because you're like, everybody knows Andrew Gazdecki, right? And so like microacquire could probably play that game. But if you're an early stage founder, no one knows who you are. No one knows your brand yet. Coming to their comment section with like a faceless brand, trying to add value, or even worse, asking to chat or like we solve this has never worked. Never. I've never. Let me rephrase because I know we hate absolutes. I've never seen it work. So the other thing is like if you're replying with value, people are going to be skeptical of it. And it's just because there's no trust built there. So anyway, the idea is figure out a way to be funny in the comments. This is especially true on Twitter. You might get away with it on LinkedIn because there's some interesting characters on LinkedIn. But on Twitter, like figure out a way to be funny in the comments. If you want to pitch somebody, pitch from your actual personal account, like DM them or reply to the tweet from your personal account with whatever you have to offer. Don't do it from the brand. Nobody's going to reply.
So 2 examples here is in my replies is the Parker credit card account. And they reply to me, and also like Air Inc. reply to me, and I'm like, I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who you are or whatever, and they're not like
really
replying as the brand. It's just very odd, and so it's hard for me to interact with that.
Well, it's kind of like Hire Fire Team before it was just Bachman at Hire Fire Team.
Right. So that's my other example where the Fire Team Twitter started as a faceless brand account, and then at some point transitioned to Jess at Fire Team with a face, and I definitely got more interaction and more.
I forget who was it. Was there anyone that encouraged you to do that or helped you to coach you? I forget.
Very hot.
Very hot. Take all your wins, man.
That was really
take all your wins. Take all your wins. I'm sure no point on just agreed. I happen to know who runs Air and Parker, so I am of a different mind. But it's also a good point for you to point that out. Just because, like, if you're a social media manager who's watching this, or if you're a founder that's running brands and you think other people know who you are because they might, like someone does, you think everyone does because someone does, they don't. And so put a face to the account or run it from your personal. By the way, if you're going to tank your brand, this is another. Sorry, I'm on this train.
Send it.
If you are, one of the reasons founders tend to want to comment and interact from a brand account is because they're afraid that their personal brand, their personal opinions would tank the company. If that's true, it's going to happen with or without the brand account. You're going to be a dick with or without the brand account. You're going to be dumb with or without the brand account.
Right.
So deciding to do that, like, I'll pitch from the brand account to cover for any mistake I might make as a founder of an early stage company, it's going to surface either way. So don't bet against yourself. Don't stack hurdles that you don't need to stack. Put a face to the name and just build connections authentically.
Own it.
Yep.
Own it.
Own it.
I want to add to that because, like, I think this is just an ego thing.
Yeah.
I think this is just like when, I talk to a lot of people starting a lot of startups, and they all think like that they'll go on Twitter and like tweet about their thing and
nobody
it'll work.
cares.
And like nobody cares. Yeah, like you have to go on Twitter and talk about other people's things and add value to other people to get that audience to earn the right to talk about the thing that you want to talk to people about. I mean, like, I have a big audience, and I still tweet about this show, and nobody responds or
Nobody
clicks
cares.
on that tweet. So, like, that's a thing I need to work on and improve still. and find a way to get people to care about that more and realize the value. And by the way, shout out to everyone who is here and watching and commenting live. It's awesome.
All
But
9 of you,
help us. What brought you here? Help us better understand how to message to get more people here and to help them understand the value that we're providing.
Maybe we need a survey of what they like about Adtopsy.
Okay, so moving on to our next sponsor, Triple Whale. Always an endless stream of shipping new product. It's really ridiculous. This is one that I just came across sort of by accident. It's in like their insights, their like product insights, where they are now putting all kinds of metrics to stuff at the SKU level, which is now pretty insane. Like this SKU, I guess this means that, or like, there were 66 purchase number of. I don't even know what this means. But there's other stuff like days of stock, inventory, lifetime value at the SKU level. Contribution to CM is contribution margin at the SKU level. Yeah. And so part of the challenge here is that there's a lot of really interesting stuff here. The hard part is parsing it and figuring it out and turning into like something super actionable, which I have not done yet. I'm just new on this tool, but it is crazy what they're able to fill in the gaps. Because I know other people have posted like spreadsheets about how to calculate contribution margins. Like I don't want to look at a spreadsheet. Thank you, Triple Whale, for doing this. I now need to sort of figure out sort of what that means. And here's like, this is only showing these particular columns. These are other columns that are also at the SKU level as well. Like return rate at the SKU level would be hyper fascinating. And I'm not sure that's even in Shopify or I know where to find it, et cetera. So well done, Triple Whale.
Jess, where would you go to ask people about what they would do with those metrics?
Probably the Triple Whale Slack.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say several product channels.
I was hoping you'd say that, but you could also say Foxwell's.
I was going to say Foxwell.
But definitely the Triple Whale Slack. That makes a lot of sense. Like I bet there's a lot of people who would give you a lot of thoughts about that.
So now we have a very fun segment. Got a good amount of time for this. I have a bunch of different ads, all from B2B.
Awesome.
Yeah, like the Super Bowl.
We can watch them. Maybe we can improve them. Maybe we can shit all over them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out what happens.
Some of them. Is there a jingle?
No.
What? Maybe we should play the first one that we forgot to play.
Barry, how about this? Why don't you do a live jingle?
Okay.
Sure.
It's the 2023 roast of butt-to-butt ads.
That's a hit, right there.
We changed the name, Barry. It's boring to boring.
Oh, shoot.
All right.
Boring to boring ads.
That was good, Barry. I was impressed.
Okay. All right.
All right. So let's just watch these and see how it goes.
I'm so excited.
No, it's a no.
It's a hard no for me.
It's a no off the thumbnail. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
Now, why should you choose Monday.com? It's a complete teamwork game changer, guys. Keep everyone in the loop with real-time updates. You can contact the right people just with a call or an app mention. Make Monday.com your central work hub and join 70,000 plus teams and get work done together.
I want to hear what Darien has to say. Thumbnail. He got fired up on the thumbnail, and I love it. Let's
You
go.
love it?
I want to know. No.
I feel like
Sorry.
I'm like on
no,
a dating app
I'm not
or
saying. Excuse me.
something.
Sorry. I just spoke. I'm not saying I love the thumbnail. I'm saying I love how fired up Darien is.
I feel like I'm on a dating. Like, am I supposed to swipe right or left? Or this is way too pretty.
Business to business, Barry. Get it straight. Okay.
I just want to know what Darien's fired up. I'm fired up that he's fired up. Let's go.
Yeah. So off rip, like I already know this looks like TikTok, so I'm assuming they ran this ad on TikTok. My perception of these videos tend to be that they just end up like very empty. And like I get pitched a product that I just don't understand, or somebody's doing some trend that doesn't make. It's always corny to me, basically. So it's a personal trauma, to be honest. It's a personal trauma.
Yeah.
I just
Where
feel
did
like
Monday touch you?
Well, funny. I don't have anything against Monday. I tried them before. Like I'm a ClickUp guy.
Same.
Okay, I was about to say I don't remember if you were a ClickUp or a Notion guy, Barry.
Oh,
But
Jess
like
is
I am.
Notion hardcore.
Ooh, oh, Jess, I saw you going back and forth with somebody I really trust on ClickUp on Twitter, and it was so funny to me. Anyway, yeah, I get what they're trying to do, but I feel like sometimes you can lean a little too hard. Like with a product like this, you lean a little too hard into the TikTok trends, and like at this point, people are over this. It starts to, or at least I am. It looks corny, so I would have just scrolled as soon as I saw that thumbnail. Personally,
Yeah,
I don't think it affects their effectiveness.
Also, like that guy is too pretty.
Yeah,
I just think
I agree.
it's too much. It's like he's like a model. I'm like, I don't. What
You
are we
guys be
doing?
taking it there. I need to turn it up. I think these days I'm like, I can't say that.
Oh, you gotta say
but,
it.
Say it.
I mean, those eyes are mesmerizing me, but I don't, I don't
This-
care what he's saying.
This reminded me of those like get rich quick videos, like a tech bro being like,
Very.
"This is why
yeah.
you're
Very much.
poor."
You're
It,
saying
like,
that as a
came
pro or a con?
a con. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Barry.
Yep. Yeah. And so B2B decisions are big ones, and trust is a huge part of it. And if your spokesperson looks like this, like I don't trust you to make a friggin' hundreds of dollars a month decision for my business.
No.
Wow.
Same.
Good comments here, by the way. Nicole calling out, is this really B2B? I love that point because, like, first of all, B2B, I've always believed like B2B is really, it's still business to consumer. You're still advertising to a human. So I think that's a good call out. Like, what really is B2B? And Darren, maybe you want to talk to that more. But the other thing I wanted to call out here is like, this is like someone is trying to make an ugly ad. Like they're trying to make like
With like a
they
pretty boy?
They're like yeah. Like they're not making this isn't in a studio. This isn't shot on a fancy camera. Like I get it. They're making a social ad, but they still had him have the screen behind him saying Monday.com is
Yeah.
hilarious and completely unbelievable. Like
Just
at
casually
least show
posting.
the interface. Like he could have just had a screenshot of what Monday.com actually looks like behind him.
It's like
which
he's
would
at
be
the
great.
corporate office.
screen.
But
Yeah.
no one has that on their screen ever, and I can't get past that. Like it's so dumb.
The Tokyo clock. I
But
love
yet
that.
someone thought this was worthwhile. Someone thought this was important, and that kills me because that is fundamentally against the idea of ugly ads. It should be made to make it feel more authentic and real, and that makes it feel so inauthentic and so unbelievable.
Okay, so moving on to Pipe Drive. This one is not an ugly ad. This is very much a stereotypical B2B ad.
Where
Here
was
goes.
this run? Was this Facebook?
These are pulled out of the ads library.
Great.
Yep.
Cool. First day. You've got this. 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 I've got this.
Barry loves it. Simple man. So, Darren, you've probably seen a million of these. I mean, everyone's seen these. So this is an ad that could be for any product. You change the name of it.
For the shirt.
Yeah.
And not just that, I think like so off rip, like I'm not exactly sure what's happening or like what I'm doing with this ad. Number two, if I am a salesperson, which is what Pipe Drive is about, it's a CRM, I probably would not resonate with being this disorganized and falling apart on my first day. Like I would probably want to come to work. I don't know what's going on with the goats. Like I wouldn't wear that actually. But anyway, I wouldn't come to work maybe this disorganized. So I think also like the angle is kind of missing to me. And this is as somebody who spent time in sales. Like if I'm in sales, I'm a go-getter. I want to get the job done. I want to make money. And this screams to me somebody who's an amateur. And maybe like if you're going after SMBs or mid-market or primarily SMBs, which I think is Pipe Drive's lane, maybe it works then. But yeah, it just like it's too generic. And to me, it just communicates a lack of any sort of professionalism.
The audience is weird. Like people on their first day, new people aren't the people who are decision makers or freaking stakeholders in this whole new CRM.
And it might make sense if and I have some context on this company, so maybe that it's making me a little biased. But if you're pitching this to a founder or something like that, but then the whole creative angle also is blown because it's like, okay, is it my first day? Back to your point about like first day people are not the decision makers. This is just super.
Also, if this guy came to me and pitched anything, I'd be like, nah, nothing.
It's a yellow shirt. Like if you have just gone with it really is the yellow undershirt. It's throwing me off.
It's
like
really
as
messing with
somebody,
you, huh?
Wait, what?
as somebody who has the take of it's the mustard undershirt is killing me.
Listen, Darren, we all can't have good style like you. Some people wear mustard undershirts, you know?
No, not with the button down. And I say this, I am very particular about dress clothes.
Sorry.
So if you let me wear a suit every day, I'd probably wear that over this beanie and sweatshirt. So like that's my thing. So that also might be getting on my nerves. But again, I don't know what they were thinking with this costume.
Shreya is always on point. Always. She's like, it's not very evident that this is a sales platform. Too many generic elements packed into a very short ad. Yes.
I mean, hello, question. Barry Hot.
Yes,
Okay.
very hot.
Okay. Can anyone prove to me that this clip was not a stock video? Can anyone?
No.
Also,
That's a great point, Barry.
That is a good point.
So
Also,
they
feel like
paid, just to be
stock
clear,
clips.
they paid to produce this. Well, let's assume they paid to produce this, and this isn't stock video that they found. And then it feels like a stock video. That is a problem.
Yes.
That is a massive problem because the story is unrelated. And I laughed because this actor puts in a great performance. But also I laughed because this has nothing to do with B2B at all.
Drive, yeah.
Right.
But he is charming. I do like him.
Great. But
Yeah.
I don't know what pipe drive is. I don't care.
No.
To Shreya's point and your point a little bit, a lot of B2B, no one's going to click through this and sign up or whatever. There's a long consideration phase, and you need to get frequency on these people to be top of mind. And sometimes something like this, it might look like they don't explain it at all, but that's because it's heavily retargeting or something like that.
let me make a slight insert here, and then I'll keep moving. I think that model is part of what we're trying to fix. I think it's dumb. You're playing the game of wanting to get attention and hoping that people maybe recall the brand later. You can do that in much more effective and efficient ways than running these ads down someone's Facebook
Let's
feed.
go.
Like, that is not a great, if you are doing that as a B2B company, it is not either an effective or an efficient strategy. Fire your paid media manager. Fire the CMO that approved it. It is very inefficient. It doesn't make sense. All right,
Jess, I see you moving, but I gotta ask. Like, it's a 10-second clip.
Put
like,
the brakes on.
Even if this, like, let's say that this ad, this 10-second, like, why just keep this as 10 seconds? Why not add on 30 more seconds?
Right.
Because I'm not going to remember this after. If I watch 10 seconds of this, I'm not going to remember it.
No.
But if you add 30 seconds more that builds on what just happened and explains what the product is,
Agreed.
why
A little
not
more
do that?
context.
If you've gotten my attention through that ketchup stain, why not do that?
Ketchup? It was a donut.
Ketchup donut? Ugh.
Wait, it was a donut? I thought that was a burger too. I thought that was ketchup.
You
was
did?
sure it was a
It was a donut. You
This is a
guys.
donut.
I thought it was an empty sandwich. I really did.
Same. I thought it was a chicken.
You thought he was just eating like a ketchup sandwich? What?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Listen, he was
See?
in a rush. He couldn't get breakfast. Just a
All
quick
right.
Jess is like, all right, moving on.
It's more believable to me.
So here we have a longer ad. It is 40 seconds. Let's see if this satisfies you, Barry.
Nothing satisfies. He's never satisfied.
For the average Joe, from Land's End to Jono, who's in a business solo, meet Zero Go. It's for the people that mow, take a freelance photo, or style Fido, try Zero Go. Expense like a pro, invoice on the go, be all over cash flow, all in Zero Go. Will I be ready for tax time? Yeah, you'll be fine. Keep the accountant happy? Yeah, on the app, see? Hey, don't be a dodo, give admin the heave-ho. Watch your tax returns flow, drinking a cheeky mojito. Download Zero Go, and give it a go.
Well, I loved it.
I kind of like it.
I
My
kind of
only-
like it.
Or my biggest critique, it's corny, but I kind of liked it. It kept my attention. My biggest
too.
critique and this is not a real one. As a musician, it was very not in time. And that's annoying. If you're gonna do
Yeah.
like some version of like a rhythmic jingle or something like that,
Mm.
make it in time. Like
Oh,
this
that's
was not
actually a
in
good
time.
point. Jess, you say that a lot too with music and timing and ads. It's like, you know, you want it
From
to
Land's End to Jonah.
flow. You too, Ike, when you're doing
Yeah,
editing and stuff.
some of the rhymes didn't fit in like the
Yeah,
pentameter.
Yeah.
my brain got tripped up on the rhyming
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
really?
I could not focus on the rhyme and the visuals at the same time because I don't know.
A lot of visuals happening.
There was a lot of visuals. Yeah.
There's so much going on.
Yeah, it's too busy. I mean, honestly, it's a cute idea, and I think it could have been like I enjoyed the rhyming. I enjoyed that they repeated the brand name a few times. I did feel like they did sort of get to the point of what it was a little bit too, like invoicing and made easy and all this stuff. So I think it had potential, but it was a little busy.
Yeah, if you do rhymes, they need to be like so it was like for the average Joe to the Land's End to John O. Like I'm already like I have to process what that
Yeah.
even is, and now
I mean,
I'm
that's for England. We're not
Yeah,
from
it's-
England, you know.
True.
Is that England?
Maybe.
It's got to be. The guy's British
Yeah.
too, so
Is it Ireland? I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Who knows?
somewhere in Europe.
Who knows?
Denmark.
Coastal elites over here.
I want to do a rhyming ad now, though.
Yeah, I think
This-
that could work.
This is fine. I can't say this is bad.
No.
I just don't think it's right for social at all, is what I would say.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the reason that these things go on social is because they get made, and
But what
They
was
need
this
to do
based on?
something.
Somebody cut this from
Yeah,
a commercial.
I
Somebody cut
don't
this
know.
from a
This
commercial.
is I'm struggling with this because look at that frame right there. Like a lot of these
That's
frames,
true.
I don't know.
No,
I
you're
don't
right.
see how what the original.
It is all
I'd have to
vertical.
go look for what the original was because I don't. It's all vertical.
I can see that. Wait, I can see somebody cutting this out of a longer form commercial and putting it on social.
It's
Honestly,
vertical. The name tags are even
Fair
vertical.
enough.
Yeah.
Some of it.
Yes,
There is like
there are some parts where there's cuts.
like the
there's
dodo
kinda
is
out of
out of the when
Yeah,
the magnet-
dodo's out of the
dodo's
frame.
out of the frame. So some of it maybe they like redubbed some of it to like the graphic
Yeah.
stuff to fit
Mixed
vertically.
it.
But
okay.
Well, I don't
To
hate
be
it.
honest, to like run some like funny camp. I might have run this for the Super Bowl. Hear me out.
Yeah, yeah.
It is so weird and like what the hell just happened that I think it would generate a lot of buzz and get people talking. And just because like you have that space, that time, and just like get people to that was funny or it's
Yeah.
kind of out of rhyme, and now people are looking at zero.
And it's
It's
got you
cheeky.
hearing the jingle that you're thinking like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm
it's
literally
repetitive.
still hearing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. That is.
And
a
you
positive
remember
for
the
sure.
name. Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this one from Slack, again, pulled out of the ads library.
One with your boomer boss.
I apologize in advance.
Oh,
for this.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Hey Chase, good morning. What are you laughing for? Oh, nothing. Our working team Slack channel is too lit. It's lit? I mean, I want my messages to be like that. Are my daily dad jokes not enough for you guys? I mean, so how do I send a GIF or GIF or whatever you guys call it, or those meme things? Okay, so open up your Slack and message me first. Then I need you to type /Giphy. That's GIPHY. Okay, and then they just pop up? Wait. What is this Giphy Jiffy thing? Don't worry about the name. I promise it's work safe. But you just click one that you like, hit send, and then you're good. Okay, this is great. Thank you so much. And now my jokes won't be, as the kids call it, mid.
Oh my God.
Yeesh.
this whole ad was
Tomatoes.
Sure.
Woo!
That, I mean, first of all, he's not very good at acting.
No.
He's not very charming. I just
don't-
need some more from him.
there's just not much to work with here. I
Not
feel like
much.
they tried that skit. They really wanted to pull this skit off, and it is just a
It
flop.
was painful. It was painful.
Also, here's where small editing things really matter because it's like two people, right? It's supposed to be a conversation between two people, but there's not enough changing. Like he's changing his shirt, but the view is the same, the setting is the same. So even if you like
Angle's
flip,
the same, isn't it?
yeah, you've changed the
Yeah.
You have to flip. You have to mirror it. That's all you have to do.
Right.
But there's also like I just learned some new like editing trick. There's like a 180 degree like editing trick that you're supposed to do with showing a shot of like two people talking to each other, so it looks like they're talking to each other rather than like this.
It's
This
very
is hugely
slow
problematic.
paced, new
Yeah,
vision media. I agree.
The background's the same for each
Ugh.
guy.
Why is this an ad for Slack?
It's
I don't
really
know.
bad.
The captions are so tiny.
Yeah.
And like 4 lines, 3 lines. Oof.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
probably
And
organic
over, like-
content.
And then over the keyboard, you can't read it.
No.
I think the other thing is this dragged on for way too long. Like it's already cringe. Number one. Number two, like it just kept dragging on. If you're gonna play, I'm assuming to TikTok, or it could have been anywhere. I don't know. But let's say you're playing this on TikTok. If you're doing that, then you're like the audience you're going after has a better understanding of GIFs, whatever you want to call those things, which I do like that debate. But like you spent too much time on this cringy like topic. It was way too involved. I didn't like the point where the mic switched, like the audio switch where he's like it's pronounced GIF or you type GIF or something and then went back to the
bad audio.
Oh, it was
But,
just
like,
bad all around.
No one here is likable.
No, that's the thing.
So as Nikki said, like, who is this for? Because I'm like insulting both the boomer boss and the other guy is totally unlikable too.
Totally. And it's also like, I don't know, with talent, it's like you either have it or you don't. You know what I'm saying?
The young guy, or what's supposed to be the younger or Gen Z employee, I guess, never gives me Gen Z. She still feels like the boomer. Yeah, I agree with you. The talent isn't there.
Well, it's just like you know.
Sorry
if
to
you're
that
trying
man.
To be funny. Be funny. That's all.
So does anyone have a hard stop? Because we have a few more. We could probably get through them.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So this one is from TikTok, 15 seconds.
I really need to figure out how to get more sales. You should totally advertise on TikTok. But I sell beauty products. Does that really work with dancing videos? It's not just dancing videos. And almost half of TikTokers say they bought products they found on there.
So it's like a higher production version of
that. Yeah, it's weird.
Completely. I am so sorry, Jess. Can we? Thank you.
I don't play with sound.
On TikTok. But I sell beauty products. Does that really work with dancing videos? It's not just dancing videos. And almost half of TikTokers say they bought products they found on there.
It's not even an attempt to be funny.
Go ahead, Aaron.
The whole thing is kind of like, do people do this whole thing anymore? It feels very like
2020, like 2020, 2020. Hello.
It's just like cut it with the. I don't know. I don't like it.
At least she's facing each other, right?
That's what I said.
At
At
least
least
they
they
got
got
that.
the angle trick right.
But if you're gonna use like at the top, it kind of looks like a high prod ad, and you're thinking like, okay, this is gonna be some more involved story, and then you use the same actress to like do this mirroring thing, and I'm just not. It loses me a little bit.
Yeah.
Jess, do you want to say why this ad looks like? I know why this ad looks like this. Do you know why this ad looks like this?
Because they hired an agency to make it.
Yes. But what's the second reason? There's another reason why.
It's on
Instagram?
It's
because they're going after like marketers also, like marketer people, business people who might resonate more and might actually be like the people who are anti-ugly ads, who are like would only resonate. The only thing they want to see, even on social, is the prettiest ads, and they wouldn't be like accepting of an ugly ad from TikTok to get them to convince them to go put their brand.
That's
on
too because
TikTok.
you're talking to the brands, and brands feel that way a lot of the time.
They're very stupid.
Yep. And then before moving on, they did bury the lead. The most important thing here is at least half of TikTok users say they bought the product that they found on here. And like get that up front somehow. Don't bury it between a skit that's not even funny to begin with.
Stat. It's a pretty. I feel like shouldn't it be like 100%? You know, like only half of their audience has ever bought something from TikTok.
That doesn't seem like a high percentage.
Seems pretty bad.
So here's one from ClickUp. ClickUp users, please defend this.
I mean,
Jess, how did this duet convincing you to come off Notion?
Poorly.
I'm thinking about blocking ClickUp in my browser history. So yeah, we'll see.
God. Okay, so the first shot was a little shocking, and then they came up with the caption there, and then I was like, oh, okay. But like starting off with the throwing the laptop was like, wait, what is happening here? So maybe it might work for shock value, and like, okay, wait, what's going to happen in this video? I don't know.
Is this also stock? Is that a thing?
My question.
Yeah,
that's my question.
I think it is.
Let's talk about this for a second because there's a big problem with this shot. This visual concept is good. The idea of like, I want to show someone frustrated smashing their computer, I'm in. But like, this isn't working for me. But like, as a concept for the like problem hook is a good idea. But the problem is this is either a stock video or a really overproduced shot. Just show that hook like 20 times.
I think it's stock. I think both of those shots are stock.
It's on the camera is either on rails or someone is moving it while this action is taking place, clearly professionally lit in a professional setting. Like, this is not authentic at all. But like, if you got me in the ugly ad version of this, like almost like what I would want to do is like a security camera of this same setting.
CCTV.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah,
sitting there and taking their laptop and throwing it across the room.
Yeah, because
that would get my attention. That would get my attention.
And the whole office looks over.
Yeah, they're like.
I do like this because it gives me like, we've all experienced that feeling at work where you're just so frustrated with like the workflow or the technology or whatever.
Except with Notion, but yeah.
Oh, really? Maybe that's just when you don't do your tasks, Jess, that I want to throw my computer. But yeah, it's like, I totally agree. I think they're both stock. And then even in the middle, it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like just...
Yeah, I can't see
like
what's going on.
Windows 95 or something. Like, it's just
small.
bizarre.
This doesn't tell anything. You're right.
Yeah.
A lot of these ads are like loading a ton of text on the screen too, like 3-4 lines with a graphic that has more text. It's like just turns me off after like 4 seconds.
All right, we'll do one more.
Do you want to hit this comment we just got there? Almost all ClickUp ads start with frustration
Yeah,
hooks.
that was interesting.
I like frustration hooks are good. Problem hooks are good. They're relatable. People have problems.
Yeah.
It's an easy way to tap into people's emotions. So I'm all for that. And I think fundamentally ClickUp is a product that helps with frustrating problems. So that makes sense to me as a marketer and as a consumer.
Yep. Shreya with a good alternate hook too.
Shreya, here we go.
Yeah,
What'd you
let's
say?
go.
Yeah, we got to get you on, girl.
Yeah, we do need to get her.
I can't wait for this one.
Okay, so here's Mr.
Another
Beast with
celebrity
Shopify.
ad. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, boy.
Okay, it's skyrocketed. I sold out my entire collection in under 2 minutes. It's literally that easy to start your own business on Shopify. Just go to shopify.com and open your online store today. It's so easy to knock your socks off.
What happened? Is that a sock brand?
I think this is a truly excellent ad. First of all,
Are you kidding?
Because it plays off an organic video that he did, or
yeah, I was about to say it looks like one of his videos.
It's a Mr. Beast
I don't
video.
even know who that is. Who is that?
That is Mr. Beast.
My God.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Listen, I don't understand pop culture.
Wait,
Fine.
Aaron, are you being
Millennial.
serious?
No, I'm literally being serious. I don't.
Get off of the show.
Oh, wait,
I'm
let's
sorry.
show the Slack
I
ad again.
don't.
We got to show you the Slack ad again. So
Oh,
we
and
can show you
the chat. Nikki Bracer says, "Oh my God, Aaron."
I know, it's really embarrassing. It's fine. It's fine.
So I think the other reason why I like it is because Mr. Beast's audience will do almost anything he says. And I think there's a lot of smaller entrepreneurs in his audience who will be like, I want to be just like Mr. Beast and make a lot of money or whatever. You know, put out of your mind that you're not Mr. Beast and you don't have 100 million subscribers. You're not going to have your results may vary.
Do?
But
does he make socks? I don't
is a
understand who he
beast.
is. But what is
Wait,
he do?
wait, Aaron. Okay, wait. Is this a? Hold on. I'm
No,
like,
this is
racking
not
my
like
brain
I'm
around
not
this.
punking you.
Roast
I'm
her
not.
in the chat.
I literally do not
Roast
know.
her in the chat.
I'm so angry.
Why are you so angry at me? I don't.
He's
the biggest
Aaron,
YouTuber,
you work in
biggest
media.
YouTuber.
You don't know
Hey.
Mr. Beast?
Pop culturally, this is problematic.
Okay. Well, great. Let's shame Aaron. Okay, me. Nicole mentions anything pop culture, and Aaron says, I don't know what that is. It's pretty accurate, Nicole. Pretty accurate.
If your kids were a little older, you would absolutely know who this is.
See, I don't. My kids are 3. Yeah, like I'm watching freaking Blippi.
You're
That's what
watching
I'm
Miss
doing.
Rachel? Are you watching Miss Rachel?
No,
Miss
although
Rachel
I
is
heard
the
Miss Rachel is good.
Sorry to that
she's the
man.
Mr. Beast of
Bluey
children's videos.
is the tits.
Does he sell socks? Wait a minute. Why did you think he sells socks?
I don't know what the hell he's got.
Because they
socks
said
in front
something
of him.
about the socks
got
thing,
socks
I
right here.
guess.
All right.
Wait, what does he do? Seriously, can someone fill me
He's
in?
the
Really?
biggest
I'll just look it
YouTuber.
up after.
He's
It's fine.
a big YouTuber.
He's started
what
like a
does
fast
he
food
do?
chain. He gives money to people. Goes viral.
He makes the best YouTubes on
Sounds
YouTube.
like I'm really
Yep.
missing out on Mr. Beast. No.
Yes.
Can we? All right, hold on, Jess. You said this is a good ad. I'm not saying this is not a good ad. I think this is a good ad. I just wish they did more of it and made it a little less of an ad. But they kind of blended the idea of making an ad with making a Mr. Beast video, which is obviously good. I just wish they did more. Like, I wish it was more than 14 seconds. I don't understand why they end it short. And yeah, like there's so much like about Mr. Beast's principles of content that they aren't applying here. But I do appreciate that like this is not a tripod shot, right? It's actually a moving camera. It's not static, which makes it feel more like a normal Mr. Beast video.
Yep.
A lot of this is like definitely made to feel like a Mr. Beast video. That's positive, and it has his energy and it has
He
like
probably
a story and
produced
an
it
arc.
himself.
Yeah, I'm sure, but there's just I wish they did so much more because they could.
Well, maybe they did in other versions. Mr. Beast has done a lot with Shopify.
Yeah.
He's done some tweets that have. I'm sure he's getting paid for them, but it's pretty
I
interesting.
can't wait to go research Mr. Beast after this. If I Google Mr. Beast, though, is weird shit gonna pop up? Because that sounds like a weird name to Google.
You might see stories about him helping people cure their eye, like their blindness, and a lot of really interesting discussion around that. But
Okay.
yeah,
Sounds riveting.
So that was a. I mean, I love that. I love that this episode. This was a great episode of
It was fun.
Adtopsy.
It really was.
Darian, thank you for being here. Thank you.
You're such a good
thanks
guest.
for having me.
You're a great
Yeah, 10 out of
guest,
10.
Darian.
10 out of 10 guests.
And thanks for the chat, for hanging in there. Follow Darian on Twitter, Barry as well. Barry, do you have anything to say?
I've said a lot. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. I'm not blocked anymore, but I can't change my profile photo, so it still says restricted in that. But yeah, let me know if you need help. If you need help with ads or anything making your business do better, I can reach out to me. I can help, and maybe I'll refer you to Fire Team.
Thanks.
Okay,
Barry.
so now we're gonna do the recap. Aaron, I have you in the recap, so you have a chance to redeem yourself here.
Oh, God, I don't want to do the recap.
If you don't want it, we don't have to. We don't have to.
I think Darian would be great at the recap.
wait.
Okay.
All right, Darian, you can do it. I know.
All right.
All right. So just I'll come in hot and be like, oh, super fun. And Darian, what do we do here? And then so the episodes were Adtopsy Challenge from B2B. Explain that tweet talking about like communities, organic social, whatever. And then we roasted a lot of B2B ads.
If I do a bad take, is somebody going to overdub me?
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
You need a plan B.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
You
great.
are gonna nail it.
One take, Darian. Here we go.
Too much optimism. Let's go.
Okay. Welcome back to Adtopsy Live, everyone. We have a very special B2B episode. Who knows what that stands for? Butt to butt, business to business, boring to boring. Darien Payton is here, and he's going to sort yourself out. Darien, what are people going to see here?
We did an awesome Adtopsy challenge. It was really interesting looking at a brand about making ads. I guess that's what it was about. We didn't explain your tweet on why founders should not be pitching other brands or founders from their from their brand account. After that, we talked about B2B ads and this weird obsession with making face-to-face TikTok videos. I don't get it. I don't think anybody else gets it. And that's why we call B2B boring to boring.
And Aaron doesn't know who Mr. Beast is.
There's a lot.
Aaron doesn't know who Mr. Beast is.
For
That
real.
is the one reason to watch this show, guys.
spend
You
like
have to
10
figure
minutes.
out what's going
We
on.
spend like 10 minutes in this episode just obsessing over how Aaron doesn't know who this
I
We
is.
need
know,
an
it was
FBI
like-
investigation over
Aaron
this.
was like, no, this can't be real life. Like, he was just like,
Can't be
you
real.
are not a real person right now.
Unacceptable.
That was
Okay.
great. That was great.
Yeah,
Yeah, Darren, you nailed it. You know.
Nailed it. All right. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for sticking around. And I'll see the rest of you guys in the green room. Bye.
In the green room.